Alright, we are live. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. We're gonna be doing YUKONG's companion mission. We've done the Trailblaze mission earlier. If you haven't, if you want to see my reaction and you haven't seen it yet, it's on the channel. We streamed it earlier. So it's the previous two live streams. The second one is just a finale. Because we kind of had, let's just say, some difficulties to the boss fight. That was a challenging one without a healer. Because I don't have Blood Chai and I couldn't bring supports with me. Eventually, I did win, but I had to use food buffs. But yeah. You got the streams if you want to check it out. And we unlocked the Yukong companion mission with that, which is currently the last one. So without further ado, though, we're going to start with that. And yeah, that'll be the last one for 1.2. There's also Kafka later. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I want to do Kafka. I'm yet to decide. Reason being, I don't know if I want to pull for Kafka. Because in Inhibitor, like, I want to get Kafka at some point, 100%. But Inhibitor Luna is in 1.3. And I love this gameplay. Not to mention, it's one of the main casts. Like, maybe it justifies actually skipping Kafka. But if I skip Kafka, I'm gonna have to skip her quest. Because I know if I do her quest, I'm gonna be screwed and I'm gonna want to pull for her. So, if I do skip Kafka, I'm also gonna have to skip Kafka's quest until I finish. Until Kafka's banner finishes. Otherwise, yeah. So right now, yes, I'm in Stargazer and Valley. I haven't done your last quest. There's like a side quest. I recognize her nickname because she's my only unread phone message. Secret that you were nearby. Yeah, with it, it's really urgent. Is it about YUKONG, maybe? Wait, let me read back. You type too fast. You type too fast. Can I read back? Exaltum Sanctum Sky Dome. Interesting. Malfunction half an hour ago. It's probably caused by an unusual yin-yang phenomena from ambrosial arbor's new growth. The technical details are complicated, so I want to elaborate. We've heard of yin-yang phenomena that was affecting the Cyclone cameras in Locha's quest. Technical details are complex, so I want to elaborate. In short, one district has a serious problem. It's about to explode. Oh! Hey, what do you mean about to explode? A district? Crash? Is that what I meant by explosion? Hilalafu is yet to fully recover from all the chaos. All we know from the social program is that she's here. I don't know if she crashed or something. For something unexpected. So I don't know what that will be, but we'll see. Fortunately, there's enough of the Skyfaring Commission who jumped on a Stargate and flew into the Sky Dome to carry out an emergency fix. I'm assuming that's we know. Also broke down during the rescue, probably due to yin-yang phenomena again. Lost contact over Stargate in her valley. May have been forced to land or even crashed. The cloudness and reinforcements as possible. 1 second can mean different life and destiny kind of thing. Can you folks please go take a look? Guessing you folks meant the Astral Express. Alright. Your friend Mr. Yang is also nearby. Hey! Wealth appears in this quest. Heck yes. Try to find a match point Stargaze in her valley and use a cycle range to locate the Starscape. Counting on you folks. This office worker, it's that would be YUKONG for sure. Did I just hear Vita in? Oh, that's the name of the quests themselves. I thought that was Bailu's quest. I'm gonna have to change that title and thumbnail. So that's the name of just generally all the 4-star. I mean, I guess no, actually, because Lo Chao wasn't. Oh, because he's not from the Lafu. Maybe that's why. It wasn't called Vita Infinita? Interesting. So cannot rescue the victim. Since we know, hurry up and join him in search for the victim. Probably YUKONG. She should be fine, right? Hey, Weld!
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance.
Oh, you saw it?
Miss Shikui sent us a psi crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Alright. Oh, we're flying. Cyclones can fly, allowing them to reach areas that are inaccessible to carriages. They remain at their original position while a cyclone is being remotely controlled. That's really cool that we can fly like this. It's kind of like, oh yeah, they did in Genshin. I really hope they actually had flight in Genshin. Because there's other open world games that honestly enjoy a whole lot more just being able to fly around. I guess Genshin maybe not, but maybe like you were able to unlock flight per individual region. Let's say you 100% explore, 100% exploration, or even 80% or something like that exploration. You unlock flights in that specific area. Of course, if you go off the area, you'll be teleported to the ground and you won't be able to fly anymore on there. But something like that. I don't think any game ever did that, right? Final Fantasy 14. Oh wait, no, what's that game? Oh right, yeah, I don't know anymore. But for real though, I actually really love that when games do that because it feels so nice to just fly around and just appreciate the environment. Very stats. Like, look at this. Look at this. You get way more of a vista from here. You can go higher, I hope. Take it easy. Icarus. Is that because it's max height? Yeah. There's an achievement for that. Alright. Oh, is this it? There's a probably a crash. That's probably it. Identify.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Yukong probably parachuted. To search for the victim. She'll be fine, don't worry. Probably no scratches at all. She was once a pilot. A professional one at that. As far as I know. But where is she? Wait, is she... There's two beasts here. I would not be surprised if she was there. Of course. Wait. That's not Yukong. But yeah, of course there will be... If I see two beasts, yeah. The victim's probably there. That's not Yukong. Huh. Okay. I thought it would be Yukong, but no. I guess Yukong's too smart to crash her thing. I mean, I guess if it was the yin-yang phenomena, that probably wouldn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, that's the target, right? Is it the tree? Is the target the tree? Oh, the target's the tree. Okay.
There. That must be who Miss
It's the
Shikwei
person,
asked
but
us to
for
save.
some reason I
We
had
need
to point
hurry.
at the tree.
Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
That's quite far. We can go down though, like this. Yeah, I think, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's right next to it. Okay.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous. Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Qingni
Don't
is
worry.
in trouble.
We're experienced fighters.
Don't worry, Miss Qingni. We've been in worse danger.
Yeah, we fought against the Lord Ravager. Don't worry about it. Just another day at the work. Alright, let me speed it up. This is slow.
Don't mess with
You know
me.
nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I like these wolves. They're cool.
Time for some hardship.
Those are way too imaginary.
Here, the thunder.
So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
There we go.
I'll end your
That one's
misery.
done. Can you eliminate that one? You got their axes advanced though. Okay, it's not gonna call anyone though, so that's fine.
I'm on guard. Lance forward!
There we go.
Time for some hardship.
Done. Yeah, doggos, move away. Wow, how's there four of
There
them
are
now?
too many monsters. Let's hold
I know
out
when
for a
we get
little
into
longer.
battle-
The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Sometimes more show up, but now it's in the cutscene too.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
You probably underestimate them.
No
I mean,
can do, Miss
they can
Qingni.
jump, right? If
We're
they can
not
jump, you're in
abandoning you.
danger. Plus, they could literally, if they're smart enough and someone notices, they can literally just walk out that little stairway. Because there's like, not stairway, but you got what I mean, like a upward ramp. And they could probably get too fast, easier. Hey, you think we can't take them? I feel insulted.
Easy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Alright, sorry, Will.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Hey, Yukong! Here to save the day. Some Cloud Knights. They know each other, huh?
Formation. Prepare to engage. Hold on, Ting-Ni. We're coming to get you.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, is she in constant trouble or
I'll free
something?
you from your chains.
Is that why they exchange a few looks?
Disappear
I don't
among
know.
the sea of butterflies.
Alright, can we
Illusions
Oko
of the
this?
past.
Perfect. Now detect this one.
So you are. I'll end your misery.
Lance at the
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed.
I might
There
put
is no other choice.
Yukong
no
on
time
the
to
team
lose.
for this one.
Conflict is pitiless.
Who's next? Don't mess with me. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
There we go. I attack him, see more? No? Okay. Wait, maybe? No.
What a headache.
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
Not more! Can we get an extra turn from this?
Who's next?
No? Well, that was wasted.
Disappear among the sea of
Try
butterflies.
to take one of those.
Illusions of the past.
The white ones? Okay, perfect. Damage that one. I don't want you calling more! Oh my god. Are they summoned entities or not?
Time for some hardship.
They actually don't count as summoned entities, so if they call more, you gotta beat the ones that come after. Interesting. That's different from
You know
most
nothing of the weight
most of the
behind
enemies
this
that rely
power.
on summoned entities.
Survive or be destroyed.
So you actually really
There
want to
is no other
focus down on the
choice.
white ones first.
A foregone conclusion.
I'm on guard.
I just
Don't
tried.
mess
That's
with-
enough.
I didn't know the Hellmaster of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
I guess probably because they're understaffed.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Ting-Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble
her
our
mother,
esteemed guests with
oh.
her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
I had no idea. So that's why.
Ting-Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
No, chill.
Thank you, benefactors.
Whenever someone says benefactors, I can only hear Ventilia's voice now. And Tingyun's betrayal. I think Tingyun is fine. I hope she's alive. I mean, she should be alive, right? I hope.
No need, Miss Ching-Ni. It was nothing.
No thanks to Madame Yukong's timely appearance. This is sticking out the trash.
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair. Yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way.
Hey, no worries.
I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Ting-Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to
For tea,
invite you to
okay.
the Palace of Astrum for tea.
Is that the companion or
It
just
is
having
about
tea?
time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady
Because our
Yukong.
first encounter
We
was
would be honored.
a bit of distrust, which for fair reason, because they, I mean, you know, they didn't trust the Stellaron Hunters at first, because, you know, they were very suspicious, let's be honest. Plus, they were wanted. And they brought us along, so naturally, even though we have a bit of reputation as a nameless, it would be suspicious, so that's fair that they would have to be a bit guarded against
Then,
us.
for now, I will excuse myself. Ting-Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother.
It's alright.
Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could.
You promised me, Ting-Ni. We shall discuss this when we return.
Promise me?
Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I like she's a bit strict. Let her speak, come on.
I didn't know
not like it's a
Yukong
big
had
deal.
that side door.
And a scary mom sign.
You have a unique way of
I mean,
putting things.
it's like that. Warlike? I mean, I guess that too, because she did go into battle, but still.
But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough.
The Joyce clone, Himiko as a student for a bit when you went on that road trip to, I mean, not really road trip, more like, it was a trip but not a road trip, but you know, to see the aliens.
But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more.
The promised word specifically is a bit suspicious. I'm not sure what she meant by that.
Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
To the palace. Not have to get there early, right?
No, but we've been invited. We certainly don't want to be late.
Yeah.
All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Honestly, I hope Weld keeps showing up. Please, I need more Weld story. But before that, let me add Yukong to the team for this quest. I've actually partially built her. She's level 70. I haven't given her a light cone, but that can hopefully be solved or not. Well, I guess she can take another person's light cone for now. Who do I take out of the team? Honestly, I think I'm gonna take Jinguan out of the team. So I'm gonna just give. I know you're not gonna get the passive, but that's fine. I get the stats, so she's usable. As you can see, yeah, Trace is a bit lacking, but it's just a companion mission. We're not fighting any super strong boss, I hope. So it should be fine. Oh yeah, I also don't have any relics, so I guess I'm giving Jinguan's relics for now. I need to farm more imaginary relics. Also for Weld. He does need a bit of an improvement. But for now, I suppose I'll just give him Jinguan's. Also, I really need to farm the quantum domain, because the there's the quantum one that you get, and also the reduces damage taken, which I didn't know until recently, but I saw a certain leak. I mean, what? And there's a character that's gonna come out that might utilize this set very well, and it's a quantum character. That's all I'll say. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you will know. Jinguan. All right. Should be fine. Let's just give him a few more things, I suppose. Yeah, I actually don't have any. This is what I have for Jinguan. I gotta get some more stuff for Jinguan as well. Alright, let's go. Way back to where we began.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh wait, I haven't added her to the team yet. Team setup. Yukong. Perfect.
Why won't you listen to me?
Oh,
Because
arguments.
it's my life.
It's one of those situations where she wants her to go down a path that she doesn't know or doesn't want, or what?
You know I have the talent to make it. I
Oh,
can become
pilot.
Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Oh, that's why she stole the thing? Yukong was a pilot, yeah.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abomination? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you?
She does worry, though. It's out of good heart.
Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not
Oh,
only
that's
have
what
you
he
broken
was.
the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, You've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me, but no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Oh.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission
Oh,
behind
she knew.
the scenes?
Okay, but can we stop heating up the argument more?
As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot?
Is it something with her
Don't
past?
understand.
When she stopped being a pilot, was it because of something that went wrong or something?
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore.
She doesn't
but
want
don't
to.
trap me down here with you.
I thought she had to stop because of, I don't know, an incident that happened. She doesn't want to fly anymore. What the? I mean, I guess it might have been because of an incident that happened, but I thought it was after she became leader of the Skyfaring Commission that she said just had more work to do, so she stopped being a pilot. There might be more to it, though.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
Told you we'd be early. Hey, let's not call him out. Come on, we did arrive on time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two
Yep.
just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot.
Fighter
I
pilot, a
may
dangerous
seem
time.
overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet.
Living planet?
I thought I'd forgotten what fear was.
What's that living planet? Care to elaborate? As far as I know, the abundance axis is just what the abundance symbols. So in this case, it's the tree, the Ambrosial Arbor. What about the living planet? What is that? Excuse me? Please elaborate.
But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
We're having tea? Okay. I've really enjoyed this meeting with Yukong.
Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that
Top-tier
you were a
pilot,
top-tier
yeah.
pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights.
Just
Now
go
that
with
I've
battle
seen you
too.
in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint
Sky
you,
no
Mr.
longer
Yang.
suits me.
The sky no longer suits me.
Did something happen? Why did I get a shady pill as a reward? Isn't that the thing from... Oh. I thought this was the thing that gave you kind of like Don Shu gave to us. Is it not? Maybe it's not. Actually, it doesn't sound like it. I thought it was related to Danshu. Wow, that's lore. Shenzhou Yao Qing. I might want to read this later. This has lore.
You two, please, wait. Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor.
I mean, we
That's
haven't had
great.
any issues with Kafka. I mean, what?
I'm happy
I
I
mean,
finally found
she
someone
is
who can
technically our
understand me.
mom. I'm not saying anything sus. It's true.
But I've had the hairpin ceremony.
Hairpin
I'm
ceremony?
an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically over time.
That might work to
Don't you
convince
think,
Yukong.
Miss Qingni?
Don't take out the cloud. I'll leave it to Mr. Yang. Let's just stay here. Let's not complicate things.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying.
I feel like it's an incident related to her, because she also stopped flying, and I thought it was because she has an important role at the commission and doesn't have time for that. But it might be something like an accident or something.
She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job.
She's very adamant on not letting her become a pilot, specifically.
Every time I walk along Starwatcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside.
I feel like it's a personal matter with Yukong.
Speaking of empty inside, so how were
Speaking
mom's
of empty
refreshments?
inside.
I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Lafu.
You could see when Yukong was arguing with her, she was getting emotional, so I think it's really something personal on her side.
We're here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Lafu is it's a drink. And
Vending
it's
machines.
inside this vending machine.
A full 5-star treatment. Tea again? I got enough. Heck no. We never have enough tea. Excuse me? Tea's good.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor,
Oh, so
but I love it.
Let me try. A
nostalgic?
nostalgic
Oh, is there a drink
On
like
Earth?
this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when
Oh.
I first boarded the Express.
Oh,
and
oh.
forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee.
I feel like
and
it's a bad thing
how
though.
my taste buds never fully
Maybe
recovered.
we shouldn't try it. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't try the drink then.
How is it?
Anyone have a bucket?
Don't worry. I choked the first time too. Have a few more sips. It
To
takes a while
work?
for the unique flavor to,
I don't know about
but-
that.
I guess not everyone can accept what I like.
Hey, you don't have
Just
to
like
remember
flying.
yourself of that.
Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
She does like Stargift watching. That's a dream. Come on, Yukong. Let her do that. I don't know more about Yukong too, because I feel like she has a... Something happened for her to stop being a pilot. She didn't just stop all of a sudden. Intelligentsia Guild? What are you doing here? What's the name of the quest? A rare plants. Isn't Intelligentsia Guild belonging to... you know, not the Shienzo? Can I check the archives real quick? The data bank of factions. Because I've heard that name before. And I'm pretty sure it's connected to something else. I'm not sure if it's a neon though. Erudition. Yeah, knowledge. News erudition. Even Psycranes can be depressed. Everyone asks, where is the Psycrane? But no one asks, how is the Psycrane?
You know, there are a lot of mung bean
it
soda
a Moon Gene?
moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is you can't turn back once you enter
Dancing
the
with
sky.
Death?
Pilots
I feel like she had an
are
accident
always
once or something.
Dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so
Guessing
dedicated
these fighter
to that
pilots is
idea,
what they
Miss
use
Jinni?
in battles when they go to outer space and encounter something related to the abundance and, well, now also the destruction.
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition?
No.
Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies.
Oh?
If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff,
They'll become a Starskiff pilot?
that's right. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot.
She was also specifically a fighter pilot, not just any pilot.
Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also
Speed and
holds the
enemy
Skyfaring
vessels
Commission
destroyed.
records
Damn.
for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I
She
can
doesn't
remember.
allow you, huh?
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself.
Since the
But she hasn't
third
piloted a
Denizens
star
of
skiff
Abundance
since the third
War,
Denizens of Abundance War.
something happened, didn't
She
it?
doesn't even bring up her military achievements.
I feel like something happened in that war then. War can mess things up, people up.
I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the
My
flight,
landing was perfect.
my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy,
That's
I've
really
never seen
bad.
her so scary.
It's just sad. I know Yukong probably experienced something in that war, I'm assuming.
I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger.
That's probably where
I
it's coming
think I
from
can
as well.
understand,
As well as
Madam
something
Yukong.
probably personal experience along with this.
But flying is the only thing I want to do.
She probably had a traumatic experience, I'm assuming,
I've
at the
already
war.
touched the sky.
There's no reason she would just suddenly stop flying. In France, she reads it.
It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
Oh, God.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
So help other people.
Indeed.
You're two kind benefactors. I'll treat you to something better than mung bean soda next time.
Oh, it is mung bean. I heard it differently then. Chinese memories. Alright, let's go. Do I want to go here? Yeah, I think this is the one. Should be able to get across, hopefully not too hard. You go here? Okay. Alright, here we go. First time actually using Yukong outside the usual character trial.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
It's time.
Broken.
Leave it to go.
Don't mess with me.
Stay the course.
Okay, wait, how does the buff work? She buffs herself? Wait, I think it's based off speed, right? Tains 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings. No, it's not 2 stacks. When roaring bowstrings active, the attack of all allies increased by 56%. And every time an ally's turn ends, including Yukong's, Yukong loses 1 stack of roaring bowstrings. Will not be removed. So if she uses this, it's for the next 2 turns, so the ones exactly after. But is it only the next turn after this then? Because the thing is it gonna count the turn that ends? Is it gonna count afterwards as well?
To the clouds.
Lance at the ready.
How many stacks do I have? 2 or 1? Seems only 1 turn, maybe? We'll see. Hello there, Mao. How are you doing? No, we pretty much began quite a bit ago, actually. Wait. Actually, yeah, we've been like 30 minutes, but yeah. There should be a bit more. And there's still 2. Okay, so it's for 2 turns, right? So this should still be buffs in the buff where we're out now. Yeah. Except for
So you are
Yukong.
afraid of me.
Interesting. So Yukong's buff doesn't go away. Wait. Is it the same one? Oh, it's a different one. Never mind. Okay. Wait. What is that? Basic attack deals additional. Oh, so that's why your imaginary attacks, basic attacks felt so strong. Toughness reducing damage by 100%.
Who's next?
So now can she insta break someone?
I'm on guard.
Because it's gonna do double effectiveness, right?
Stay the course.
Yeah, now you can get a lot more break here. Interesting.
So you are
Nothing
afraid
to
of me.
survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Very interesting gameplay.
I'll end your misery.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic.
Would have dropped
I
around
think
here.
Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise.
Oh, but you're gonna have to find it around. I think I am dating.
Your powers of perception are impressive.
We'll find it, but we gotta look around first. Is there a cyclone around here? Oh, I can control it. Perfect. Fly! Yay, we get to fly again. Okay. Square thing. First of all, let us fly big up. Yes, yes. Fly up. Fly to the sky. Fly. Fly, my bird. Okay, I can fly higher. I love flying. Alright, hold up. Is it this thing? Square thing? That does not sound like a square thing. But I feel like it's also out of place.
Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember?
Yeah, I was saying, but I
You
mean,
think my mom would carry this with her?
look, it's out of place. I had to
It's
investigate.
a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern.
This is not the
Isn't
square
that
thing
the
either.
divine beast fortune pattern?
Wait, is there something more?
You're
Why is
so
there a bird
smart,
cage here?
Mr. Yang.
Whoa, why is there lances here?
Well, I only recently found out about it.
Cloud Knights? Sounds like Cloud Knight weapons, yeah. Why did they left here? You know what? I want the lore. Go on.
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle?
So that's the name of the weapon.
There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This
Oh.
is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
I see. Now I'm also curious about this. This is not a square thing, though.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky
Oh,
live in a cage?
that kind of applies to our life, too. That does not sound like hits. Sounds like some sort of incense. That's definitely not. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Wow. Guess we can't stand too close to that. Can I analyze from afar? Can we zoom in? No. We do gotta get closer, unfortunately.
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Yeah, where is it? Oh, here? I guess you could see it as a square-ish thing. I mean, it's square, but there's more to it. Maybe it's this? It is.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crest?
Hunt? Is it related to her times at the war?
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
into someone like her?
Ace, she stopped flying after the Third Denizens War, you said. So I'm assuming it might be connected to that war, maybe?
My mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot.
Something related to
Why?
danger. Did someone close to her die or something?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth.
Like Jingyuan? That's very possible.
Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helm Master
Yeah,
Yukong no
I feel
longer
like that's
flies,
connected for sure.
we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
PTSD, it's not just anime, it's everywhere, but yeah. I feel like something happened at the war and she wants to make sure her daughter doesn't go into an accident because, you know, fighting in wars, because she wants to be a fighter pilot. It is dangerous, even piloting itself, but also even more so during a war. So she's probably just worried about her daughter.
Don't worry. General Jing Yuan is understanding. I'm sure a small visit won't trouble him, especially if it's about a young girl's future.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskiff Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
At the end of the third Denizens of Abundance War, Rainbow Arbiter's sky-shattering Luke's arrow wiped out everything along the way. The Shinjo people used the burning embers of the air to create many divine objects, and this is one of them. Yukon carries it with her, lest she forgets. We were so happy back then, I wanted to stay there with you forever. Oh no. Is that someone she cared about? That was when the Arbiter shot down the tree? I had no idea. She's really old, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, like, just genuinely curious that she was back there when it all happened.
Another busy day ahead of us?
Alright. Jingyuan!
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helm Master Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble.
He noticed
herself.
right away the
She was
Outworlders
only
were
saved
us.
thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of divine foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you
got
were
onto
caught
it
between
right
mother
away.
and daughter.
We heard that Helm Master Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helm Master Yukong would decline to answer.
That just about sums it up. Before we return to where we wanted to find out more.
If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong
The pilot, way back then. Yeah, this right here. Look at that line. That's...
This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
It was with her trinket that Yukong carried.
This object has been stored inside Helm Master Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket.
To blood and tears.
It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars?
Was that when
As
it all
the
happened with the
Xianzhou has
tree?
continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too as the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster.
Wait a second.
"30 years
Access,
ago,
okay. Oh, it was
the
30.
Xianzhou Yaoqing and
Wait,
Fenghu were
Then
besieged
did
by
land
our
show up 30
enemies.
years ago?
Even in the long history
Okay,
of
that
warfare
explains more
between the Xianzhou
why it wasn't that
Alliance
long
and
ago,
the
'cause it
denizens
felt odd.
of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic.
Shenzhou, Yaqing, and Fanggu were besieged by our enemies, even in long history. So are we suggesting that Lan actually showed up?
We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle.
Oh god. No more
Those
than
who
100.
survived numbered no more than 100,000.
Wow, that's just bloodshed. Oh wait, 100,000. Okay, I thought he was 100. I misread. Okay, that's a bit better. Still not good, but for millions, 100,000, not good. I thought it was 100 for a second.
Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended
So
and
Lan did
destroyed
show
the
up.
enemy's assault
That's
with
why
the sky
I thought it
shattering
was referring when he
Roxarrow,
broke the ambrosial arbor.
who's
No,
to say
that was
whether
later.
the Luofu would still be here today.
So Lan did show up during that battle 30 years ago.
Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies,
The blood of their comrades too.
and the dust of their memories.
Lan, you need to stop friendly firing on accident, okay? It's what they said exactly. It was on the description of Lan. I can show you the archives after. Their goal is to destroy the Abundance and, you know, those who she hunts. So in this case, I'm guessing the destruction is also now on the list. But point being, it doesn't matter if that hunt ends up in absolute annihilation. So if to destroy the Abundance, there's a few friends, let's say, on the way, on the path to destroy them, they will be destroyed too. So it is kind of scary. It's not on purpose, but it happens.
YUKONG is a survivor of that war.
Oh, there
Her
it is.
best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
I knew it when I read that thing. It had to be something to do with someone she cared about.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
She's just worried that her daughter might also die.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about
Starting
the
to
past,
affect her future, yeah.
as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child
He's a nice
constitute
general.
a triviality? If you ask me. The mountains of documents and the seat
Damn.
of divine foresight
He doesn't
are the
wanna
only
work, I
triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
I really like Jingguan. Just remembers how it all ended. Oh. Skyfaring Commission. Do you know a Sai? Hmm. Alright.
You're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk.
She might be depressed knowing what happened.
Mm-hmm. Probably because of me.
Don't worry about it. I know it's hard, but it's gotta be solved at some point. It's only gonna get worse if it's not addressed.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and
She heads
she
to the
heads
other.
to
That way we
other.
don't bump into each other.
That way, we
Damn.
don't bump into each other.
That'd be kind of cute.
Really? I think it's silly.
I suppose it's both.
Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Yep.
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she
probably
either
didn't
dodged
wanna
my
talk about
questions
it.
or pretended not to hear them.
Must have been painful for her.
In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Yeah.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
I think I've seen a light cone. I wonder if that was Kai. I'm remembering that was I think in 1.0 that I saw the light cone. Let me try to find it afterwards.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss
Well, I guess-
Cheney. You
I know it's a
should
bit
talk with
irrational,
her
but-
yourself.
It's probably something to
You're
that.
right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a
Is
diary.
it connected to Sai?
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Cheney?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring
Yeah.
Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Cheney. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Wait. Was it in the Lameless Honor? I don't think so. Was it somewhere else? Wait, was it this that I remember? I remember a character holding someone else who might be dead. Was it just this? I thought it was Yukong. I swear I saw something before. It might not be here. Can I check 4-star light cones? I have a feeling I can't. I think it's just 5-star that it shows. It doesn't show images though. Do I have the light cone maybe? Was it in beta? I don't know. Was it on a stream I watched? Oh look, it's Kiana. 10.0 GTZ small Kiana. Yeah, I don't think I have it, if it even exists. I thought I remembered it. Well, I'm not sure then. I gotta look into it. Is it related to this? Oh wait, no, it might be here.
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helm Masters.
I feel like she wouldn't be
Personal
happy with you
archive.
looking over it, but alright.
Oh, I got it. Let's go take a look.
Related to Yukong's past.
It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary.
Miss Qingmi, I don't
Yeah.
think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
Yeah. Maybe you should talk with her.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago.
Decades,
For you
3
travelers,
decades.
That's more than half a lifespan.
You know that might be connected to something personal to her, you know, Sai.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingni. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Come on, please.
I feel like it's
look
gotta
at
be
it with
related to
me.
Sai's death.
I need someone to give me some advice. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all.
No, we don't have a choice. I guess we might as well read this. Sai. Yep. Sai, we are going to be partners. So this is before the battle, I'm assuming? We've known each other for so long that when we first knew each other racing starskiffs illegally in the city, we were rivals. Now that we're asked to work together and we have each other's back, I'm really not used to it. Naturally, I'm not used to having to look after someone who lost against me, but an order's an order, huh? I jest. I really look forward to flying with you. I don't know when we would receive a combat mission. I don't know what you think about our situation, but I think we both have considerate skills. Navigate to sit still and not fight enemies in the front lines, it's stifling. Those denizens of abundance often raid the border, and occasionally there are reports of them harming innocent planets. Every time I hear this news, I feel an overwhelming sense of anger. Now, things are different. After a while, we'll be able to show them what we're made of on our fighter jets. Honestly, though, I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. After all, just between you and me, what I really wanted was never the righteous cause of ridding demonic activities. What attracts me is just the act of flying itself. Look, flying out into the universe outside of the delves is entirely different from racing starships that we're so used to. There is nothing to anchor us in space. There's not even a distinction between up and down. Our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves, like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. By then, there is no one else you can rely on but your own skills in your jet. Some might call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. To me, the ability to fly in space is good enough. And if I have to share this sweet freedom with you, that's even better. She really cared about her. Sai, I don't know what to say to compel you. We're always like this. No matter what terrible things happen to you, you act strong. So if you don't... So, wait, is this a different part? I think it is, yeah. I was like, no matter what terrible things happen to you, you act strong if you don't need anyone to care about you, and you have terrible timing for jokes. Well, we have been together for over 100 years. 100. Oh god, that must be a pain then. I think we understand each other very well. You once said that if something is unpleasant for me, it would also be uncomfortable for you, and I actually feel the same way too. Right now, my heart feels like it's being gouged out. A blunt, rusted knife. Something was already happening. The amount of hurt and pain you're going through. It's funny. I've never shown you YUKONG my good side. Every time you leave me alone to go on a mission with him, I feel uncomfortable. Him? Especially when I see you two flirting, getting along as if you're inseparable. Cannot but want to glare at him with disdain. But YUKONG is a good person. No matter how rude I was to him, I was always kind to me. As I'm just about appreciating people. It's really amazing. He managed to hold off several dozen enemy ships with only 2 people. Something that can be done with just courage and resolve. It also requires exceptional skills and extraordinary talent. I can imagine what it was in his final moments. Oh, that's why I console her, because this is when YUKONG died. Probably. It seems that final moments, yeah. How his annoyingly handsome face must have shown such determination and focus. I guess that's why he fell in love with him in the first place, so they were lovers. I can imagine how proud he must have felt in that moment. Must have had no fear or hopelessness, only pride. So you shouldn't be sad. You should be proud of him. We all should. You should say this to yourself after Sai died, huh? I know it's hard, but... Sai, I've been having a lot of negative emotions recently that I can express to other fighters on the front line. Since you're recuperating in the rear, I'll just something on you. Although it seems I'm a bit slow to say such words now. Realize that I am actually in the midst of such a cruel war. This was already during the war. Space combat is different from ground combat. Although both involve life and death in an instant, it is rare to see severed limbs and broken bodies. Yeah, she was starting to have PTSD here. In space, which led me to misjudge the brutality of this war. It wasn't until recently, as the situation on the front lines worsened, that the bloody reality gently but indisputably presented itself before me. Someone might sit beside you for a meal today and be missing in action tomorrow. A new soldier earning praise and honor today might disappear the next. The captain I fought with today might not be found tomorrow. The ground troops that exchanged encouragement with me today might be eliminated the next. At this point, I'm wary of building personal connections with anyone here. Perhaps that person would perish, or I might perish, or we might both perish in the day to come. Yeah, war's messed up, especially one war that barely 1% survived, 100,000 out of millions, less than 100,000 specifically. I thought I've experienced enough to feel numb, but bad news kept coming in waves every day. However, I don't regret this at all. Whenever the pain comes, the feeling that becoming a fighter pilot is the best choice I've made in my life will follow. And that probably started changing over time. If I weren't a fighter pilot, I can only endure this pain in silence, but I am. I can fly, I can battle, and I can attempt to destroy the source of my pain. Because I am a fighter pilot, I have things that I can do, realities that I can change. Yes, don't use the name Skongian to come up with. Choosing a name is a big decision the child has to bear with for a lifetime. Instead, something I picked with after eventually going through several connections with poetry. Was someone having a child? Was it YUKONG or someone else? Sai, I have a lot to tell you, so many things. This was already after her death. After your death, they wanted to honor me with a medal. Truthfully, I find that laughable. Based on common logic, no one would award survivors medals to praise their fortuitous survival. Survivors Guild. But no, not the Skyfaring Commission. They gave me a medal, called me a hero pilot, and the only reason for it is because of my luck to remain alive in that calamitous battle. Survivors Guild. If you had been as lucky as me, could have gotten the medals together. For the medal ceremony, we could have gone to Orem Halley, have a few drinks, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. Just saying, luck is not on your side. We don't have that chance anymore. Suddenly feel nostalgic. I remember all the time we had steering our starships across the Lafu sky. We were so carefree. There were no threats to our lives, and we didn't bear the calling of the hunt. The entirety of the sky within the delve was ours, yours and mine. Above us was the delve's flashing dome ceiling, and below us were the bustling lights of 10,000 homes. Oh, and behind us, the Realm Keeping Commission officers, who just won't stop chasing us. That was the time of insouciance, and I wish we could stay in that time forever, and that's exactly what's in the lines in the divine relic that we found in our trinket.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see.
Oh no.
Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in...
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to Helm Master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingmi. If there's something you wish to know, just ask.
Does she know? Does he
Don't
know
go
Master Yukong
rummaging
well
around.
too?
That's a bad habit.
Okay, so he can know more. About Sai, which would be this. Or this? No, this was the one we found very earlier on. Let's go for this first, about Sai.
Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot.
They manned the same
They manned
skiff.
the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely
your
teamed
mother.
up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations.
Occasionally
She
take
kept
him out to
them
admire.
locked away.
She
Occasionally,
really cared about Sai.
taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored?
We shouldn't go looking for that. Come on, it's too much.
Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Alright.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look. That's the
It is a
selling point of
monitor.
this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden
Oh.
compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? A paper kite, personal letters, and a copy of Otherworldly Delights? So Mom likes these kinds of novels? Huh. I thought she'd prefer more heroic stuff, but what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden...
Under the desktop, maybe?
Got it. This looks similar to
Belong
Mom's
to
diary.
Miss Sai, I see.
But it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Yukong, I'm happy to have a chance to fight side by side with you. When the pair assignment was sent out, I was so nervous that I didn't dare to open and check it. Feeling that we weren't paired up. To leave it with the others with your feared temperament when you actually got to the battlefield like you do now. Our own legends in the vast sky, if only it ended like that. Simplistic design, yeah, I'm assuming it, the compartments were technologically there. There's no need to be sad, so this is afterwards. My husband was the one who died, but you're crying more than I am. For so many years of fighting, you're still so emotional. I'm envious. Being a fighter pilot has always been a harrowing decision. Since we chose this path, we have to be mentally prepared. Support is not whether we can survive by luck. whether we can live up to the value of a pilot's life. Wang and his partner managed to keep an entire Boristan fleet at bay. They were heroes. To me, that is enough. I've already said that the greatest happiness in life is being able to choose how you die. From this perspective, to fight for the Xianzhou Alliance. You know, for the people of the entire galaxy. So that on the battlefield, after a lifetime of military service, Guangyang is probably happy. Of course, you better not have this kind of happiness. Just live for another 200 years, behave, and then die of old age for me. Yeah, Kong, it's been a long time. I'm still on the maternity leave. Oh, so she was having a child. So I'm guessing the thing about the name suggestions were for Fly's child. Everything is fine. With stalemate happening right now, you must be very busy. When you get a chance, please take a moment to write an exchange diary entry for me, so that I can know that you are still safe. I want to talk to you about. Firstly, and I already decided on a name for our child. Guangyang has decided about this before. If it's a boy, I'll name him Dragon. If it's a girl, name her Phoenix. I don't know if those are. I get what Yukong meant about name suggestions, but this man's literal sense is as good as Monk. Oh, so it was Young Guangyang's name. Got it. Monk is in the everyone plays. No matter how much we should prioritize the wishes of my late husband, I cannot let his wants ruin my child's life. So after much pondering, I decided to go with the name her Qingni. What? That was not. So that was actually Sai's daughter. Yukong was taking care of her, because probably she died when Qingni was a baby or something. The Colors of Dawn. Wow, that's a twist. I'm guessing Yukong would care even more about her, being that the case. The Moonlit Camp opens to Garden of Archery, and probably also why she never talked about Qingni. Sai, I mean. Frosty banners bless the colors of dawn. How rare you made the time and effort to look through poems and allegories. I thought you only cared about fighter jets. Don't miss me too much. Oh no. That's not good. After taking a few months of break and settling Qingni down, I'll be back in action as soon as possible. And then she died there. Qingni is still so young and I need to leave her to fight a war. How should I say this? I'm such an irresponsible mother. I am well aware the situation on the front lines doesn't look so good. The Boristan keeps breaking our ranks. All the media outlets are trying to control the spread of panic and fear, but the Lafu is shrouded with a veil of uneasiness. However, I believe the Xianzhou Alliance will win. Well, only because the land arrived. I feel like that thing was getting a lot very bad very quickly. I believe that warriors like you and me will repel those denizens of abundance whence they came. I look forward to fighting beside you once more. Yukong will be heading toward it. Is that what she died before she died? A cruel battlefield tomorrow. So tonight, there are some things I must entrust to you. This may be somewhat ominous, but there's no help for it. We made it so we've never entrusted these things to each other before. If you lived and I didn't... There we are. Please take care of Qingni like you would your own daughter. I know you will. I will entrust you with all my savings. Please use that as living expenses for Qingni. No matter what kind of person Qingni wants to become, please support her fully. Yukong, come on. Merchant, poet, street performer, anything except a jet fighter. So that's not just out of fear, but also a promise. Please allow me to make a vow with you. Do not let Qingni become a jet fighter. That explains even more. It's not just one reason. When we enlisted, you wrote in his diary, our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves, like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. Some may call this freedom, feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. That was before the war, more like. I really love this segment because I thought the same. But that's enough. Loneliness or freedom, we've already tasted it all. Promise me, don't let that child touch the sky. Because I saw the cruelty of war, and that's what she thought about it afterwards. Still, we can't let this dictate Qingni's future. I don't think that's a good thing. But do I get them? Yeah, for sure. Why that kills so much of your own people? I'm not. Oh, look, Milo's quest. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not saying the land is
So-
perfect, but I'm not saying the abundance is good either.
I was adopted,
Yeah.
and this Miss Sai was my real mother.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons Tripper did not let her be, yeah. I get Yukong's side. Do I think it's the right thing to dictate her life? No, but do I get how hard it is? And, like, for Yukong to let Qingni be a fighter pilot, that would be several things. First of all, she'd be worried about her dying, especially after what she experienced. She'd be worried about any war that might come up that Qingni might be called to, and she'd be breaking the vow that herself and Sai made before she died, which is something very heavy. So, like, I get Yukong at all fully, but it's just sad, honestly, because it's also her dream, her entire future that she wants. But also, there's the part of Yukong.
I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
I kind of guess this. No, I didn't. I had no idea you were Sai's child. She doesn't want to lose Sai again. That as well. It's both things.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter,
It's a lot of things mixed together.
I'm also her final promise to Sai.
It's not let her dying like her mother, and it's also let her mother's wish. Yeah, it's all those things. Because she does care about Qingni, so she wouldn't want her to let her die. And also, she made a promise. It's a lot of things. 3 things, yeah. Triple reason, yep.
I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation.
Yeah.
I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
Not sure how this will go.
Yes. Thank you.
Meet up with Welt.
You're all done? Did it go smoothly?
Not really. Complicated.
I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors.
Justify she doesn't have to be. That is her dream. The only thing, I guess, would be to... I'm assuming there are. I mean, there's also trade. So I guess she could not be a fighter pilot and take on some job related to flight. So there's probably trade ships on the Xianzhou. Not sure if they go outside of the Xianzhou though. So there could be that. But aside from that, that is her dream. Unless she specifically wants military flight. But if she just wants flight, I guess maybe trade ships. That could work well. That would be a lot safer. The military can go to war, yeah. That depends on the specific dream. But if it's just flight, yeah, it could be trade. But I think she may have mentioned before that it was specifically being a fighter. Like her mother. I mean, what she thought was her mother, but also like her mother, because they both had the same job, so. but that will be up to her. But yeah, there are other paths related to flight. At least trade is one of them.
When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there.
She's there, yep.
Let's go find her.
Jade Gate? Isn't that where they leave the Lafu as well?
Take caution. Some people.
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Star Skiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but
We
was
volunteered. Come with
feeling
her.
shy
Yeah.
about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once
Hey.
we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now.
Let-
I want to
See how
become a
things
fighter
go.
pilot, no matter
She
what.
specifically does say fighter pilot.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
Her mother is
Take
playable.
caution.
I mean,
Some
not
people may
Sai,
try to
but
blend
her
in and
adoptive mother,
infiltrate
yes.
the palace
Yukong. She is Yukong's. I mean, not really. Now we know it's not her daughter, but adoptive daughter.
But
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject.
What should I say? Let's try not to be too. Oh. Let's try not to be too interjective and just give a little push. Oh wait, this is a bit too much, huh? I mean, I guess. Isn't this a bit too far?
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni.
She's
I
nearly
cannot
crying.
support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Take
I can't
caution.
take sides. I
Some
understand
people
both
may try
sides,
to
but
blend in and infiltrate
I don't
the
know.
Palace of
It's
Ashton.
complicated.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea.
That's what she told Sai.
Some
early on.
called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We were friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't
Say it
an
was a
easy
cruel
life.
one.
Take caution. Some
You
people
could
may
even
try to
say it
blend
was a
in and
cruel one.
infiltrate the
You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back
The
alive.
war.
Of course, the same could be said of yourself, but those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting.
Well, it's a bit older than
Surely
normal
we
people,
should
but
dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
yes. Oh, is that over past?
We're
Oh.
engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too
We get
excited.
flashbacks.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your
Oh,
sails.
this was before she died.
Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit.
Oh.
Say, Sai, Really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs?
You can see how much more cheerful and less serious she is around Sai.
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Lafu a few times a year.
During wars, at least.
But given the choice, I'd always pick this.
Mm.
I guess I already touched the sky.
The mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation.
Look at those
I've
sounds
ever
in the
had.
background.
But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day.
Hmm.
It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai.
Yeah. When you have trauma that deep, you would remember. Oh no!
Sai, hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes.
Holy heck.
Sai.
They did not have to show this. I thought the music was already bad.
Thank you. Yukong.
She also said it in person.
I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jinmi walk the same path. Don't let her become
This
a
is so
fighter
messed up.
pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear?
Was that their
Rescue's
last
almost here.
words?
Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too.
The voice acting is...
Wake up! Sai! Sai! When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen.
That's unbearable pain.
But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly.
Oh my god, that hit. The voice acting as well, and yeah, when you suffer something traumatic like this, you will remember. The only way to get past it is to try to reanalyzing and see it in a different way. But how's that possible when she has her adoptive daughter and it's a promise she made? Like, I don't even know what that feels like. That's painful. I've had something in the past, but I was able to, you know, reanalyze it from a different perspective. Nowadays, I'm very thankful for it. But being in Yukong's situation, where you've made a promise, and it's the source of that, holy heck.
In my dream, that was the day I died.
Her dream died as well. It's exactly like she said when she looked up. She could just feel pain at the sky because of what happened here.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl
Holy
anymore.
heck.
The road of a fighter
They
pilot
really
is a
did
cruel
well
one.
with putting those voice lines in.
I know that now.
I gotta say, Yukong's voice actor, holy heck, that was amazing. I did not expect to cry for a character I know so little. I mean, I guess I know a bit more about her now, but, you know, for that hasn't been that long in the story. Wow.
but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to
It's
the
what she
citizens
wants,
of the
though.
Cienjo,
It's a very
then
difficult
I'm
situation.
ready for it.
Doesn't mean we're doing the right thing. I think in this situation, you can understand Yukong. I'm not taking sides because, honestly, I get Yukong's side, but also it's Xingyi's dream. It's very complicated.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became
The
over
more
the
fearful I
years,
turned.
the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready. But I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guangyan. We were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single
Just
strike.
to alter advance.
We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance.
Actually, that must feel even worse. What this is saying is that they kept suffering losses. And they weren't really winning at all. And land descended and just wiped them out. There were a few casualties, not hundreds of thousands. This is referring to the people that died fighting those. They were casualties though, but point is that the war wasn't really won by them. They were dying for nothing. Sort of.
If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve?
Yeah.
Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke.
Land could have arrived earlier, probably.
They're nothing. We mean nothing.
Land could have arrived earlier, probably.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter.
It is her dream as well. It's a hard thing.
I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom. You don't need to apologize.
That's why she was so adamant
Really?
about it, because of Sai's promise.
You don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to
Fly with you at least
fly
once.
with you at least once.
It's foolish. I mean, we don't know when there's gonna be another war, but if it's a future that you've wanted for your entire life, it's different.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
What? Why?
Because I already touched the
Oh,
sky.
that's what Sai said on their last flight before they lifted off.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and
Oh my god. Yeah, Yukong, I'm building you. Honestly, Yukong might have just... I'm not saying she's my favorite, she's not. Sele, Welts, there are a lot of other characters that are my favorites, but Yukong was like on the very nearly the bottom of the list for Honkai style characters. I just didn't know much about her. She was too serious, so I thought. Yeah, she just skyrocketed in my favorite characters list. Holy heck. What a story quest. Let's talk to them first. Quietly gets the place fills it with so much passion. Yukong waits up quietly at the place that once filled it with so much passion. It cost her everything. Let's not disturb them. Is that what she comes here to reminisce about the past? That's messed up. You don't know something until you try it, Mal. Wars exist and stuff like that, but it's not like there's wars every year. There might be battles, but that's just what life is. You could just die elsewhere.
Since assuming the role of Helm Master, it's rare that I have the chance to gaze upon the stars like this. It should be a view I tire of seeing, but it always leaves me in awe. The heavens really are boundless. Thank you. I like it.
She does have a bit of a south tone to it. Remind you of something, Sae?
It's a shame. The stars no longer belong to me. Perhaps one day I shall feel their embrace once again.
Will undoubtedly be the day of my last flight.
It will undoubtedly be the day of my last flight. I will. Thank you for your invitation. I can't help but say that after arriving on the Express, I'm a little envious of your way of life. You are able to enjoy the vastness of the universe, with reliable companions by your side. I hope you all cherish one another.
Yeah, we will. Holy heck, that was a good story. It's not romanticizing, it's realism. People might die. That's just life. But if someone wants a future for several years, who is someone else to deny it? Like, I get Yukong's position, and it's if she were to not allow it, I would understand it. She went through a lot of suffering, lost Sae, made a promise to her, not to mention she didn't want to lose Qingni either. But it's a complicated situation, but you can't be fully against it. That's just the way I see it. If you see it in a different way, you are free to, but yeah. What's that other theme? Warden of Jade. Is that gonna be the theme I heard during that cutscene that kind of made me cry? Is it just depression theme? Where is it? Or is it a different one? Oh, it's the Skyfaring Commission. I kind of wish... I don't know if it exists. There's that theme that we heard during the main story. It's not with any of these. These are for the boss fight. Ephemeral Cycle, maybe? No, this is phase 1, right? Yeah, this is phase 1. Nope. I don't... Unless it's one of these. I have no idea. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna leave it here, though. Thank you all for watching. For coming to stream as well. That was one heck of a good story. I don't know. Might have been... I don't know. There are so many good quests. I don't know which one to say. Serval was one of my favorites. Also this one for the same reason. Their paths were quite touching. Serval, Yukong. I'd say Locha, but I'm kind of biased, honestly, just because Void Archives. Those are probably 3 of my favorites. Not sure which is my favorite, though. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, though. quite late already. Thank you all for watching. See you on